Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. My name is Deva, NPM 044, and today I would like to review a movie entitled Pengabdi Setan 2017. Before you hear my review about this movie, I will show you the movie trailer. Check this out.
Tony sisirin ya, Bu. Rambut Ibu kenapa?
Ibu!
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah.
Buni sama Ian boleh pindah kamar gak? Dari luar jendela kelihatan areal perkuburan.
Di kuburan kan cuma ada orang mati. Orang mati nggak bahaya.
Kalau memang itu ibu, kita bilang sama dia supaya nggak ganggu kita lagi.
A short synopsis for this movie. This movie is about family consisting of father, mother, and 4 children. Since his mother was sick, they need a lot of money for medical expenses. After draining quite a lot of money, they sold the house and moved to their grandmother's house in village. Mother was sick for 3.5 years for no apparent reason. Their finances are getting more and more worrying day by day. This family is in financial crisis until one day her mother died. After her mother died, Rini asked the eldest child look for work. The terrors began to appear one by one of which was appearance of a figure who looked like a mother. The figure haunts Rini and her family. The incident led Rini to discover fact about her mother past. Long ago, their family, had made a black pact with a spirit. The consequence have the potential to threaten their lives in the future. For your additional information, the producer of this movie is Gope T. Samtami, and the writer and also the director is Joko Anwar. And this movie was produced by RLGA Films and CJ Entertainment, which released on September 28, 2017. And this movie is a remake version of Pengabdi Setan in 1980. And now, let's talk about cast in this movie. From Rini's family member, we got Tara Basro as Rini. The second is Bron Palaraye as father, Andy Arfian as Tony, Ayu Laksmi as Marwani Suwono or mother, Ellie D. Lutan as Rahma Saidah or grandmother, Nasar Anus as Bondi, and Muhammad Adian as Ian. And other character in this movie is Arswendi Nasution as Pak Ustadz, Dimas Aditya as Hendra, Egi Fedli as Budiman, Fakri Albar as Batara, and the last is Asmara Abigail as Darmina. In November 7, 2017, this movie has been watched by more than 4,300,000 in theaters, making it the highest grossing movie in Indonesia in 2017. At the 2017 Indonesian Film Festival, This film is received 13 nominations and won 7 of them. The 7 awards are Best Child Actor to Muhammad Adiah, Best Cinematography to Iqbal Tanjung, Best Artistic Arrangement Alan Sebastian, Best Visual Effect System to Finalized Studios, Best Sound to Kikmawan Santosa and Anhar Moha, Best Musical Arrangement to Agni Naratoma, Tony Marley and Bambi Gusti, and Best Theme Song is The Suppose. Now let's talk about the review. First, let's talk about the story first. As a remake, Joko Anwar has succeeded in representing the story of Pengabdi Setan in a neater and more coherent manner. In the original version, it is not clear at all whether Marwani is Satanist or just a non-religious person like her husband and daughter. Darmina's presence felt random and her origins were unclear. In this version, 2017 version, has successfully patched the story hole. What I like, despite the addition of the character and the premise development, the common thread with original version is still felt, like the death of Hendra due to an accident, ghosts that come interfere during prayer, and the presence of the zombie. Especially the latter, for me, is still problematic, not by the appearance, but from the correlation with the story. Why did the zombie come? Is it because Ian is Devil's son, so that the zombie come to help Marwani spirit to pick Ian? Well, still a mystery to me. It is also mysterious as when Budiman was visited by a major. Could it be that Budiman and the major were actually part of Devil's sect? I don't know. Also about song Kelam Malam, which sounds different when it played back. I don't know it also. But in terms of horror or jump scare, it shames that there are still 1 or 2 parts that add spice to the sound effect. Otherwise, the feel of horror is clearly more pronounced. And I personally feel this movie is not very scary at all. Who knows, because I feel the most of the jump scare moments are very predictable. Like the bed sit scene that Bondi and Ian threw, it's definitely going to shape people's bodies. Or when Rini prays from the camera angle, it is certain that behind it will appear an appearance. In terms of cinematography and music, there is no need to ask. Auto-answered by the winning awards in various categories. Likewise, with the acting of the main character, one thing that is guaranteed from Joko Anwar's films is the quality of the actor or the actress involved. Nothing ever disappointed. Now we move to conclusion, the last segment in this video. The 2017 version of Pengabdi Setan is a remake that can be considered a success. A much more complex story managed to explain the things that were questioned in the original version in 1918. There are parts that have been not answered. Looks like it was prepared for the sequel later, maybe in Pengabdi Setan 2. Unfortunately, the majority of the jump scares are very predictable, makes the spooky effect decrease drastically. And I give 8 out of 10. Not perfect, but it still deserves to be lined up as one of the best movie in Indonesia, especially in horror movies. And if you guys want to watch this movie, you can stream it on Netflix. Alright, I think that's all about my review synopsis about this movie. I hope you enjoy it and see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.